Alright guys, my name is Silas Player. Gonna play Madden 2019 Exhibition Football, Jacksonville and the Kansas City Chiefs. See how this goes. If you guys want to, feel free to subscribe if you're watching this an hour later. You guys can follow me on Twitter and all the other social media. Description is down below. And we're going to test out Madden with the accessibility features and ramp it up a little bit, put it on skill level on pro. So see how this goes.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. Welcome to the special Saturday edition of the NFL on EA Sports. On deck, we've got what should be a great matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With that, let's get on up to Jacksonville. Standing by for the call, it's our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State in TIAA Bank Field here in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Godden. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. With me, as always, Charles Davis. And, Charles, we look at a matchup like this. It's really the running backs that may take center stage here today.
And in today's football, they're still valuable, not just as runners, but guys who can catch the ball as well. It's really the number of touches that determines things these days.
This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. So here's the first drive now for the Jags. Leading the charge is the UCF product who hails from right there in the Orlando area in Altamont Springs, Blake Bortles.
And you can see why he was the number 3 pick when he came out in the NFL draft. 6'5", sturdy guy, strong arm, led his UCF team to a big bowl victory over Baylor, and runs the ball way better than he's ever given credit for.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. Oh, he's going to take a shot into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
A first carry now for Kareem Hunt, and that one blown up quickly. as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
I'd say the staff that's up in the booth watching the game, they may want to file that one away. See how fast the free safety closed to make that play? Might want to check into a throw the next time.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And they will finally stop him, but a great return gets that football all the way down to the 16-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Wiggles free. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
What's going on, my friend?
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 5-0, 5-0. Shit. 380. Show that. Okay.
Now Bortles throwing on 2nd down. Looking sideline, incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And Leonard Fournette commands a lot of attention, not just because he was the first 1,000-yard running back for Jacksonville since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. It's because of his ability to hit the hole fast, to knock people over when he's carrying the football, and to run away from people when he gets to the open field. He actually has changed the identity of the Jacksonville offense. And I'm looking forward to watching him for years to come.
Let's go.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
I rushed that pass.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated.
What's up, Bill Nuggets? What's up, ABC is cool. If you could subscribe.
The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. It's just going to be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being
What's going on, man? Hold on. What's up, Kaden Mitchell?
They just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again.
Sorry if I don't have my phone on me, but if you guys are new to my stream, feel free to subscribe.
They'll run again with Hunt. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
Green, 90. Green,
From the gun, it's Mahomes, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're saying.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. And the kick by Butker is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
You've all of us been subbed.
Here's Butker to kick
Hello.
it away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to. Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Let's go. Green and good.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last run. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Set. Green 80. Set on line.
Bortles now on first down. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down. And the big meat on the D-line, we'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Set. Green 80. Set on line. Green and set.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. There is no denying they want to get him involved. That's already the 5th time that they've looked his way in this first quarter.
So that tells me defensively that they want to insist on going in that direction. Make sure you've got your best people in the area to try and take that away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
Set. Green 80. Set.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cole. Bortles to Cole for the Jacksonville first.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 37-yard line.
Set. Green 80. Green is set.
On 1st down, Bortles. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Partner, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Green 80. Green 80.
Bortles will try again on 2nd down. He's going to go for a big play now. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by David Amerson.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it.
And Mahomes is going to go down in the end zone, and that is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Now the free kick comes after the safety from the 20 as they bring the punter on to try and get some hang time here. Taking it about the 16. Just focus on this drive.
I think he may need some help from the coaching staff. Maybe the offensive coordinator says, okay, let's do a few of the shorter throws, quick rhythm throws where the ball's out of his hand quickly into a receiver before the defense can react. Maybe not take so many shots downfield, just in case. Get your confidence back up, and then later on, you expand the targets again.
The KISS method. Keep it simple, stupid. Right?
I love it. I love it.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Green 80.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. A good pickup there at 22.
Green 80.
Bortles now on 1st down. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
It really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
380. 380. 154 right here.
Now Bortles again. Well, he's got it over the middle. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Again, they'll throw with Bortles. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt.
All right, I'm going to try this field goal kick. Let's see if I can make it.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. And last time they surrendered to safety, we know they don't want to do that again.
That is just one of those oddities in scoring that we get, and it's just so strange to see that go up on the board, and then you got to make sure that that doesn't happen to your team again. They've got to take care of the ball.
But boy, it juices up the defense.
Oh, without a doubt. That's a great way to score some points.
Give him 13 yards there and a Kansas City first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody.
How's everyone doing today?
And before they can run another play, the clock hits triple zeros. And time is up on the first quarter. 3-2 is our score. More from Jacksonville after this.
The NFL on EA Sports is presented by Snickers. You're not you when you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brad.
What's up, 4th day?
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. I know when you got a top tight end like this, you want to get him involved, but when you do, you're hoping for more than that.
You certainly are. You got to try and get him some space where he can make a play downfield, or at least an opportunity for some rack yardage, right? That run after catch.
Hi.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, Williams. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Hey man, you gotta win. You got 3-0 leaks.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This from 54 yards away. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So distance not the issue there. He had plenty of leg to get it there. It's that darn upright getting in the way.
Always gets in the way of a good time, doesn't it? Because he hit it square, too. Sometimes you can bank one in if you get it on the end of the football. No such luck there for him.
Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, well, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him. While an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play, for the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is all right.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Green 80. Green 80. Green is hit.
Throwing is Bortles. And that's incomplete. Well, they've had a pretty frustrating first half here offensively, and then just continued there with that incompletion.
Yeah, definitely frustrating for them, but heartening for the other guys. Those stop troops, they're enjoying things right now because they've made it very difficult for them throughout the half.
And the Jaguars send out their punter. Tyreek Hill back deep for Kansas City. And a fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Now we see Sammy Watkins getting ready to go again on offense. Not only does he not have a catch, I don't think he's been targeted in this game, but they're winning.
And if you ask a receiver of his magnitude, he'll tell you that it's because everyone is focused on him anyway. Okay, you've taken it away. No catches, no targets, but we're still winning. I've opened things up for the rest of my team. I know how receivers think.
They've been using him as a decoy, and effectively so. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they'll be at the 18-yard line. Great field position here in the red zone. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. And complete over the middle. Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Hey, 380.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3.
Green 80. Green 80.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. This is a 26-yard attempt. And he missed it. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So a bullet dodge there defensively. They surrender excellent field position on the kick return, but it winds up not costing them a thing.
And that's a tough sequence of events from an offensive perspective. The inability to get first downs leads to the field goal try. And the inability to cash that in leads to nothing on the scoreboard.
Out comes Patrick Mahomes and the Chiefs offense. Interesting stat line right now. Technically, he's completed 4 passes, 2 to his team and then 2 to the wrong team.
It makes you wonder what he's seeing downfield because he has completed 2 passes to his own team, but the
I am
interceptions
back.
are troubling. Is he
You gotta win, boys.
the wrong progressions? Is he getting fooled by defenses? They got to figure that out over on the sidelines, working on that Surface Pro to see what they see.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive. Let's
You
give
got
credit
to
all
it.
around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They run again with Hunt. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
Now, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. The Chiefs on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. Mahomes now on first down. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it here with Hunt. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That goes down as a loss against his rushing stats. But really, should he have to absorb that one? He had no chance on that play before they overwhelmed him.
Pretty much on top of him before he could take his first step. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is caught by Watkins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant the flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down on is Dustin Colquitt to kick this away. Back deep, Jadon Mickens. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jags. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
It's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
Throwing on first down is Bortles. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And the return will stop right around the 25. So 1:55 to go in the first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured no touchdowns as of yet on either side.
So his job's a little bit easier for this halftime report.
Need to give the coach some highlights here.
Yes, we do.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hill. And he goes out of bounds inside
and
the 10
I
at
still
the 9.
believe.
It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. Mahomes now to throw. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And it'll be 2nd and goal. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away. Throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's second and goal. Mahomes to throw on second down. And that's caught. It's Kelsey. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelsey, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs add on to their lead.
He's multi-talented and so versatile. Had a career-high 8 touchdowns last year with Alex Smith at the helm. And while Patrick Mahomes has a reputation of being a gunslinger, if he can focus on number 87, Travis Kelsey in the red zone, he's going to do just fine.
Point after, right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Jags and Leonard Fournette making their way onto the field. You can count his carries on one finger. They've only given him the rock one time, Charles. What gives?
So we can't draw any conclusions just yet. He has to touch the ball multiple times in order to get into a rhythm and have a chance to have success.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Chris Jones in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Now they're in some hot water now after that sack.
Late
it's
here the
second and
Jags right.
21. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Daniel Sorensen there on the coverage. I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass almost a moment.
Yes, I
victory
am
that's
the
not
Jacksonville
picked off.
Well,
Jagwire.
you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very
Not
negative,
letting
I
me
know,
run.
but all these first half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't
I would
find a
run the
silver
ball,
lining
but
in this one, much more like lead.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's see if we can do a high route.
A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And the Jaguars send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
I have the difficulty on Pro this time, so the computer's playing a little bit better than if it was on Rookie.
And it's taken on this side of midfield. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Chiefs will have excellent field position here as they take over. Here's the Kansas City offense now as they get set to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. Travis Kelsey, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down.
Well, they're slinging it. And then there's one you got to put a timer on, huh? I mean, that one came in hot.
That came in hot, but overthrown out of his reach and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Mahomes will try again on second down. And he checks this one down to Williams. And before they can run this third down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it right at the 30-second mark of this first half. And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaunt alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes a timeout, and now we're set to get going. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. And it's complete to Kelsey. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. So the offensive unit called the TO, and now we are ready to resume play. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. Harris has it over the middle. Sharp there with his feet, gets him a little extra space, and then drop just inside the 20. The Chiefs quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. So the offense took the timeout. Looks like they're ready to go as we get set to resume the action. Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. This one from 35 yards away. And Butker able to put this one through. And that will bump the lead up to 11. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Now on the return here, we've got an injured player down there. We'll check on his status when we get back.
Green 80. Green is on. Green is on.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And the Chiefs are going to get him. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you a couple hours south of here to Orlando, that's where we check in with the coach and our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much, and welcome everyone to this abridged version of the EA Sports Halftime Report. We want to remind you that new this year in regular season games, I'll take you around the NFL and give you stats and scores from games in progress, as well as look back at games that have already been completed. So keep an eye out for that, but for now, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Come on, I still believe, never lose faith.
This time I have the difficulty on Pro, so I'm testing out the computer skills.
Ready for the start of the
Sorry
third
if I
quarter.
am kinda quiet, I am frickin' talking to the game and focused.
This one taken from the 7.
Okay.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line.
change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line. Now whistles and a flag down. Looked like one of the Chief linemen might have moved.
Ball start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still first down.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Following the penalty, it's Williams. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Miles Jack there to make the tackle. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Hunt gets it on the draw from Mahomes. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. And he's going to drop this off to Williams, complete. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
Here's Dustin Colquitt now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his 1st. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. A well-hit ball there. 50 yards on the punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty.
Ball start, offense.
And that'll set him back 5. The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. From the gun, it's Bortles. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the 1st half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the 1st target of the 2nd half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Set. Green 80. Set.
Shotgun now for Bortles. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 29 yards. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Always important to get the first score of the 2nd half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Butker now to kick this one away. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Bortles leads the Jags up 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
Green 80. Throw that, green 80. Green is on. 59 Mike, 59 Mike. Move. Here we go. Green is on.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Bortles. Going for the deep ball. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness. He has still not connected on a single pass in this second half.
And right now they're going through all the different reasons, the whys, the wherefores. Bottom line, got to find some completions in there and get their offense moving.
Lucy.
Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, when someone other than the quarterback is throwing the football, it's either beautiful or a disaster, and here it was the latter.
Nowhere in between, right? You're exactly right. It takes some fortitude to call that type of a play, but when it doesn't work, oh boy, you wish you hadn't.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
The Chiefs on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And this is going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away.
Sang 2-0-2.
Jacksonville.
It's a little bit different when you put the difficulty a little bit up.
Themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we're having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the great veteran Eric Berry back to knock that one away.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
Green
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Looking deep downfield. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
You would think that I would make me want to run the ball.
Trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Yeah,
then with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Redskins.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Jason Amaro, 28 yards. And the Chiefs use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Butker on for the PAT. And nowadays in NFL football, you have to account for all the receivers, sure, but the tight end's such a weapon, and they prove it right there.
Oh, without a doubt. And we're seeing now the golden age of tight ends catching the football. I go back to Kellen Winslow. To me, he was a prototype of what we're seeing today. We're seeing it each and every week now.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
4 down. Green 8.
Bortles to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Well, they haven't had a whole lot of success in the passing game here. Now in the second half, he's thinking, I guess maybe just take a shot deep.
I think you're right. Almost looking for a bailout, isn't he? Can my receiver go up and make a big play for me? Can I create a penalty downfield, maybe pick up an interference call and get that yardage downfield? Anything trying to get going again, but you're right. He definitely took a shot.
Green 80.
Throwing is Bortles. He's going to wind up and air it out. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on 3rd down.
Well,
the punt
GG.
team on now as this one's sent away. 39 yards on the punt. Give him just 1 yard on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got some space here. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make it a 2nd down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90.
Here's Hunt. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. I'm no offensive mastermind, but of all the guys on the field to block, you might want to stop him.
Look, I've got a very simple rule. An unblocked defender is usually your best defender, and he ended up making the play there.
If you are Jacksonville, you may need to work on your game, bro.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain
This
after
game
that?
is not
And that on
realistic.
display there for a good pickup.
There have never been that many people at a Jacksonville game.
Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Hunt. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
On the run, this is Hunt. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
In preseason football, the Vikings are up 7-0 right now.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go. Blue 45.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum right there.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
Now Harrison Butker for the field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the attempt at 3 will have to come from the other end of the field as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
You're not you when you're losing. Snickers satisfies.
Back now in Jacksonville. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And the kick by Butker is good. But wait up now, a flag is down.
They put commercials in Madden now. That is annoying. I miss NCAA football. That was my jam.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete. DeAnthony Thomas, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
I once made a guy break his controller during a tournament at work because I beat him with Utah State. He was Ohio State.
He'll get it up the middle. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Were you as surprised as I was that they actually ran it on 2nd down there? I thought that they would go ahead and throw it in every situation here.
They've thrown for 3 touchdown passes. Now here, I think they probably go back to the air.
Yeah, I think so, but ordinarily, 2nd down is when you run your play
Hey,
fake,
just
your play
stick to
action,
hit the delete
show
button.
run and throw the ball. Now they brought up 3rd down, they'll have to throw it anyway.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now Mahomes. And that's caught by Thomas for a Kansas City touchdown. DeAnthony Thomas, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs just continue to pour it on. And, my friend, I think it's safe to say that this game is pretty much deceased at this point. It's taken a knee, so to speak.
It is definitely this victory formation. Take the snap, take the knee, call it a night, call it a game, call it whatever.
You can't tell me what to
I
do.
don't think there's much left to get.
I do what I want.
Who want to run
I'm
up the
a big
score.
man.
I knew this
I
was over
already
about
did
a
it.
minute ago when you took your stat sheet and just flipped it over your shoulder in the trash can.
Yeah, that's similar to the guys cutting tape off right before the game's over. We know this thing's done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will extend this big lead. That time a 9-play drive, and it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Another wayward pass. Things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that
Sightless players, are you available to coach in the NFL? In real life,
better and better.
For my Browns, you would be a massive improvement over Hugh Jackson.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, you got 3. Green 80.
Bortles gives to Yeldon on the draw. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1. And now the clock will stop as he's able to get up and spike it here. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. And this kick will be touched down as they spot it inside the 45-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
They'll start with Hunt on the ground.
37 likes, man, the
It's a
most you
7-yard
have ever
carry to
got
set
on a
them up
stream
with a
by
second
far,
and
almost
3.
40 GG.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with the lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that, plus 3.
That loser than most small YouTubers get. Some with 600 subs down get hog much.
They run with Hunt, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be third down. The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
I'm not doing very well with this team here. Putting the difficultiness on Pro, not well for me. Not well. You can tell the skill, the skill difference.
Throw left side complete. It's Hunt. He got 29 yards that time.
But I'm still playing.
So many times you hear
oh shit, you are Jacksonville.
As a space game. Get your best players into space with the football.
Yeah,
in
man,
hands.
I'm Jacksonville.
That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him
Gotta,
out in the
you know,
let him have a chance to
break
make
in the
miss
game.
an open field.
I've changed the difficulty from rookie to pro, and then I put it to all
You
Madden.
are playing as well as the real time. Sorry, drunk.
No, that's fine.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Here we go now.
Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he's brought down.
If you are playing like someone from Jacksonville, you need to do a lot of meth first and get a
He does
mullet.
have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6,
Well,
it's
I'm
enough
just,
to get him first and goal.
I mean, I'm
But you
losing
and I
this
both
game,
know
but I mean, I'm
it's
just
gonna be
testing
a
out
little
different
upset he didn't
teams.
cross the goal line for a second time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next play.
The defense of Jacksonville is pretty good. The offense of Jacksonville is not so good.
Green 90.
They'll try to run with Hunt. And he's going to take it into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. A great effort there. Taking it in. And the Chiefs have got it on cruise control. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by 1 more. Butker now to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. He'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready.
Trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Green is on.
On first down, Bortles. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
Cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard.
Green 80. Green 80. Nice 39, Lucy. Here we go.
Bortles will try again on second down. Now he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
False start, offense.
Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
11B, 11B. Green is out.
On third and long, it's Bortles. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This has been a really nice day for the defense. They've made it so difficult to find open receivers because they're able to squeeze the passing lanes down. A lot of what they're doing is communicating.
My Orioles are historically bad this year.
Receivers in another area. They're almost what they call passing them off from one defender to the next.
I think the Cubs lost today against the Nationals.
And making it very hard to find an open spot for the quarterback to deliver the ball.
It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here we go now. Green 90.
To begin the drive, here's a handoff to Hunt. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game.
Was closed and a blowout.
Ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there.
Here we go now.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. And some room to run now. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now. Time for a break. He's been terrific so far. Back to
I tried to convince my college coworker to go to a baseball game. He was afraid to get beat up like in Polish soccer matches.
So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. Averaging 50 yards of boot so far as this one's away.
Nice thing about U.S. sporting events, no riots.
Comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows, you may meet up with this team again.
Just stop, dude, you are going crazy.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Are you in a bad mood?
Now Bortles throwing on second down. And now here is another
interception. No, man. I'm in a bad
picked
mood.
off here by Anthony Hitchens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Why would they be in a bad mood
With that
for, man?
interception, he just set a record that nobody ever wants to set, and that's the most picks ever in an NFL game. 8.
The last time we saw 7, 2001, right?
No, I'm in a
He's with
good
the Lions
mood.
at that time. To get to 8.
No, I am
He
cool.
knows what color jerseys
Just
his team's
bullshitting.
wearing in this one.
I don't know. It has not been good.
So, Brandon, when this offense gathers together to watch tape
No,
of this
yet
game,
I'm talking
they're gonna
about
be
the
feeling
person
pretty
in
good
chat.
about themselves
Oh.
until the coaches
Drinking
get
beer.
upset about the play we
Just
saw.
got back to
But
the
you know their
US.
defense is going to be
Chilling.
we put up big points all game long. The defense is going to win one every now and then.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
All right, this game is
And the Jags
over.
have 5 in the secondary here on third down.
Let's see, my brother-in-law's gonna play me. I'm gonna broadcast that one. I'm gonna hit him up.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the
down.
ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
His
And
name
as an
is just
offensive
Stepdu.
coordinator, you just don't
We
think you
got
can
to
do
get
anything
you a
wrong.
sexy
Whatever you
lady
call,
to do
run,
your
pass,
voice
it's all gonna
chat.
work.
That's called being
Like
in the
Salma
zone.
Hayek. I love me some Salma.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we sign off from Jacksonville.
All right, guys, that was a beatdown. But feel free to subscribe and tell your friends and tell your friends and all your other friends to subscribe to my channel. All right, guys. Keep your notifications on if you are one of my subscribers. And this time I would actually play against my brother-in-law if he's ready to play. And see how I play against a sighted person. Not the computer, but an actual person. I'll probably put him in the party. You guys can hear us converse. All that good stuff. Appreciate everyone who have subscribed to my channel. And those who unsubscribe.
Can we talk shit to him?
Yeah, he doesn't mind. Those who unsubscribe, it is what it is, whatever. I mean, I just want people to subscribe to my channel that are legitimate. So, no love lost. And no, I'm not mad. No, I'm not angry. I'm all good, Holmes. Okay? Takes a lot to anger me. Till next time, my friends. Thanks for watching.
When you kids, I'm here